Students are excited, as are we. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the 2021 commencement ceremony. I proudly introduce to you the graduating class of 2021. I direct your attention to the large screens.
Yeah, you can be the greatest, you can be the best. You can be the King Kong banging on your chest.
You can beat the world, you can beat the war. You can talk to God, go banging on his door.
You can throw your hands up, you can beat the clock. You can move a mountain, you can break rocks.
You can be a master, don't wait for luck. Dedicate yourself and you gon' find yourself.
Standing in the Hall of Fame, and the world's gonna know your name. 'Cause you burn with the brightest flame, and the world's gonna know your name. And you'll be on the walls of the Hall of Fame. You can go the distance, you can run the mile. You can walk straight through hell with a smile.
You could be the hero, you can get the gold. Breaking over records they thought never could be broke.
Yeah, do it for your people, do it for your pride. You ain't never gonna know if you never even try.
Do it for your country, do it for your name. 'Cause there's gonna be a day when you're
Standing in the Hall of Fame, and the world's gonna know your name. 'Cause you burn with the brightest flame.
You may take your seats, get comfortable, and enjoy the ride. Good afternoon, graduating class of 2021, parents, families, faculty, staff, and friends from all around the world tuning in to our live transmission from the Mineirão Stadium, Belo Horizonte, Brazil. Host to the 2013 FIFA Confederation Cup, the 2014 World Cup, and the 2016 Summer Olympics. Last year, in March 2020, the pandemic reached Brazil, and many schools have been closed since. Never had we imagined that school closure would last this long. Yet, here we are today, June 17, 2021, and you have not been able to complete the final culminating year of your high school career on campus, but rather virtually, where school was literally brought to your home. Teachers were in your living room. You got to eat during class, watch a lesson from your bed, and some of you even asked your teachers if you could get up to go use the bathroom in your own home. Old habits die hard. But if there is anything we learned this year, is that constraints can be beautiful and offer opportunities for divergent thinking and creative solutions. The constraints of not being able to study on campus has resulted in this. Today, here, us together. The class of 2021 is making history. You are the first graduating class from EABH to have completed a whole academic year online and the first class ever to graduate from the Mineirão Stadium. Today's event is going down in the books. When I think about last year's graduation, I remember feeling bad that the class of 2020 would be the only class that would not be able to walk for their graduation due to school closure. And I remember thinking how important it is to host a special graduation ceremony that would allow a face-to-face ceremony, but of course, following all protocols. And we made the impossible happen. We held a graduation at the International Airport of Belo Horizonte, thinking that we would never again have to worry about another lockdown or school closure for the next graduating class. For those of us sitting in this stadium right now, we are a testament to the lesson that one can never say never. And with all sincerity, how many high school graduations ceremonies are held at the international terminal of their airport? The graduation was epic. It was out of this world. And if last year's event took place at the airport with airplanes, then natural, by order of progression, the next obvious venue would be the Space Center with spacecrafts. Now that really would have been out of this world. But when we noticed that this pandemic and lockdown were not going away, we soon realized, what do we do? How do we attempt to host another face-to-face graduation for our class of 2021 after such an amazing graduation ceremony at the airport? How do you follow such an act? We definitely didn't want to repeat the same venue because then it would not reflect the originality of this class. And although our seniors have shared with us that they prefer to have a graduation on campus, it was still not an allowed option. And hosting it at the Space Center is just physically impossible. So we didn't want to repeat the location. We wanted something original. We can't have it at the Space Center, but we also wanted a location with a lot of oomph. And the truth is, even if we had the Space Center here, I'm not sure we would host the ceremony there because it doesn't really portray our seniors, or as they say in Portuguese, não é muito a cara dos nossos seniors. We wanted a special location that would truly capture the unique spirit of our class of 2021. And what better place than the Mineirão Stadium? The Mineirão Stadium has a long history in the city of Belo Horizonte. Just like EABH, it is over half a century old. The stadium attracts people from all corners of the world, just like our school attracts international students and faculty from around the world. The stadium offers a nice green playing field for all world-class players to execute their game plans, to score their highly anticipated goals. Just like EABH offers a leveled playing field for each of our international students to pursue your individualized pathways to achieve your personal goals. Both Mineirão and EABH are centers of international attraction and are landmarks representing culture, history, pride, and innovation. But stronger than the similarities between our two landmarks are our global players. The EABH class of 2021 are the global players in this worldly game of life. The class of 2021 is made up of individuals that are passionate, dedicated, and resilient. They show us through their actions that life is more than just focusing on achieving our own goals, but also about how we support one another to achieve our goals. That our lives are enhanced and much richer when we have each other in our lives, a real world-class team. The whole may be greater than the sum of its parts, but the class of 2021 is made up of amazing individual persons with unique personalities, resonating, distinct characters, distinguished talents, and diverse interests. Ana Helena is artistic. Annie is a genius. Arthur is a communicator. Beatriz is brave. Caetano is caring. Carlos is Ivy League. Carol is cheerful. Esther is a star. Felipe is wise. Guilherme is grand. Enrique is witty. Juan is authentic. Juana is genuine. Lucas is resilient. Mohammed is passionate. Pamela is determined. Pedro is knowledgeable. Sophia is the EABH spirit. Stephanie is pop culture. And Victoria, well, you are simply victorious. And together, you are the forever strong class of 2021. Today, on this commencement day, I wish you all the best that life has to offer, even constraints, beautiful constraints. May your adult life commence knowing that you have been empowered with all the necessary skills and competence with your dual American and Brazilian diplomas and a third capstone diplomas for some. But more importantly, may you lead ahead with confidence in believing that you are compassionate and ethical humans ready to navigate and lead in a world that will require not only brains and wit, but also a big heart as you make important decisions, taking principled actions, and communicate with respect. This is my hope for this class. May your legacy be forever connected to EABH, forever strong EABH connection. Congratulations, class of 2021. I speak on behalf of the entire EABH village when I say that we are immensely proud of you. Thank you. And now I would like to call up to the stage our U.S. Consul in Minas Gerais, Ms. Catherine Ordonez, to introduce a special message from our U.S. Ambassador to Brazil, Mr. Todd Chapman. Ms. Catherine?
Good afternoon. Thank you so much to Catarina and to the American School of Belo Horizonte for the invitation to join you today. This really feels like a community, like a family reunion. It's a pleasure to be here representing our U.S. mission. On behalf of our office here in Belo Horizonte, congratulations to the class of 2021. But I'm not the only one here, of course, to say congratulations to you. As you know, we have a special message from our ambassador to Brazil, Todd Chapman. So I would like to introduce him. It's my distinct honor to introduce his video message for you. He would have loved to be here today, but he definitely wanted to be able to participate virtually, at least, with this message. Congratulations to you all.
Boa tarde e parabéns to the American School of Belo Horizonte's class of 2021. This is your moment. You all deserve a big goal for what you accomplished in the face of adversity this year. I am Todd Chapman, U.S. Ambassador to Brazil, and I am honored to be with you today. Though not able to be there with you in person, I am grateful for this opportunity to congratulate you, gathered today in the great Mineirão Stadium. What you have learned and achieved at the American School of Belo Horizonte is preparation for tremendous accomplishments ahead. This past year, you all as seniors adapted to learning in a new way. You found ways to work closely with your teachers and your peers, despite the distance and the other challenges this year has brought to all of us. You kept your eye on the goal, and your hard work certainly has paid off. I was so pleased to hear of the excellent and diverse universities, many of them in the United States, that you all will be attending. From the University of Pennsylvania to King's College London and the University of Colorado Boulder, the University of Toronto, you all have exciting international journeys ahead of you. Today, you gather to celebrate your accomplishments as students. But this is also a very important time to recognize the parents and teachers who helped you along the way. And also, this is a time to reconnect and celebrate with your classmates, with whom you share so many memories and an unprecedented senior year of virtual learning. I, too, am a graduate of an international school here in Brazil. I graduated from Chapel School in São Paulo in 1980. And I can attest to the value that you will receive by having had this tremendous experience with friends and teachers from all around the world. Even to this day, I remain in touch with my tight-knit group of friends from over 40 years ago. It is truly fitting that today you hold your graduation ceremony here in the place of many legends of Brazil, where they have played in the past and had incredible wins. So many great futebol players have passed through the Mineirão. Sometimes they won, sometimes they lost, but they always played hard. And Reinaldo's 255 goals became legend. 151 of them made right here in the Mineirão. My hope for you is that you will continue to find your own path, to leave a mark, and to truly become legends in your own community as you continue to serve and walk and grow and learn as graduates of the American School of Belo Horizonte. I congratulate you. May you prosper. May you succeed. Regardless of where you are working or studying, that you continue to find success and draw on your experiences from your time here at the International School. God bless you all. All the best.
Boa tarde a todos. Sejam muito bem-vindos aqui. Queridos formandos, confesso que por várias noites tentei começar a escrever essa mensagem para vocês, mas nunca começava, pois o sentimento que me dominava nestes momentos era de um vazio, de uma falta do que dizer, de como falar-lhes, do quanto este tempo que ficamos distantes estava fazendo falta. Enfim, eu não conseguia pensar, eu não conseguia começar. Até que a leitura, que para mim sempre foi uma boa companheira, e em tempos de pandemia não foi diferente, eu tive o privilégio de ler um livro de Mia Couto. O livro se chama O Fio das Miçangas. E foi nessa leitura que encontrei o que queria dizer a vocês e que não estava muito claro para mim. Em seu livro, Mia Couto fala de um fio invisível que ajuda a compor um colar, mas que não é visto por ninguém, porque está coberto pelas pedras, pelas miçangas. E qual não foi a minha surpresa quando li, logo após terminar a leitura do livro, o artigo de uma professora que comparava esse fio invisível à escola. Nesse artigo, a professora Jane Haddad fala o quanto a escola, nesses últimos meses, tornou-se esse fio invisível. O quanto acolheu e aproximou famílias, professores e estudantes, apesar de fisicamente estar invisível. Confesso que me senti aliviada. Era tudo o que eu precisava para compreender melhor os meus sentimentos e ter a certeza de que, apesar da distância física entre todos esses componentes da escola, consegui perceber o quanto estávamos e ainda estamos firmes em nossos propósitos. Professores que buscaram e buscam diariamente superar as barreiras da distância física para oferecerem o melhor a seus alunos. Pais que precisaram, além de adequar seus tempos para ajudar e também estimular seus filhos no ensino online, demonstraram uma enorme confiança na escola, uma verdadeira parceria. E também a escola, que não mediu esforços para continuar oferecendo o melhor a todos. Não foi e nem está sendo fácil, mas já estamos colhendo frutos desse momento tão singular. É possível perceber o quanto estudantes, professores e famílias estão mais próximos, buscando juntos os melhores caminhos, as melhores opções e as melhores formas de enfrentar os desafios. Minha mensagem tem também por objetivo falar um pouco do quanto estamos orgulhosos de vocês. É isso mesmo, sabemos que os percalços não vão diminuir a coragem e nem a vontade de seguir em frente. Poderemos precisar redesenhar alguns projetos, alterar alguns percursos, mas certamente os planos e os sonhos de cada um de vocês estarão resguardados. Sabemos que nem tudo acontecerá segundo o que estava planejado, mas sabemos também que a resiliência foi o grande diferencial na vida de vocês e de todos nós. Mudar os planos nem sempre está nos nossos planos, mas vocês souberam lidar com essas mudanças. Vocês enfrentaram as adversidades que a pandemia nos impôs com muita maturidade e com muita responsabilidade. O rosto de cada um, no dia do café da manhã com as famílias, tinha um brilho muito especial. Confesso que não consegui conter as lágrimas em vários momentos, mas foram lágrimas confortantes para o meu coração e para a alma. Desejo a vocês o que há de melhor. Vocês agora estão iniciando uma nova etapa. Nós sentiremos muita falta, mas a casa continua sendo de vocês. Voltem sempre que for possível para um café, um almoço, um dia de ex-aluno, enfim, em qualquer momento. Estaremos sempre à espera desse momento e torcendo para cada um de vocês. Aos nossos queridos professores, quero deixar uma mensagem. Ao longo de tantos anos trabalhando na educação, a maior parte deles, como professora, jamais pensei que viveríamos uma situação como esta. Aliás, na minha cabeça e na de tantas outras pessoas, surgiram muitos questionamentos. Mas a resposta veio rápida. Vocês mostraram a que vieram. Parabéns a todos pelo empenho, pelo carinho, pela dedicação e, principalmente, pelo acolhimento que tiveram com nossos alunos. Foram inúmeras as vezes que eu vi em vocês sinais de preocupação. Por várias vezes, em reuniões, ouvi relatos de professores que estavam preocupados com seus alunos, não na parte acadêmica, mas na parte emocional. Esse olhar de cada um de vocês fez a diferença. Vocês foram realmente grandes companheiros nessa jornada. Aos pais, quero dizer de coração, muito obrigada. Obrigada pela confiança, pelo carinho, obrigada por terem sido formidáveis nesse processo. Obrigada por todo o apoio à EABH. Nós juntos, com certeza, somos melhores. Um agradecimento especial também a todo o staff, que não mediu esforços para que tudo acontecesse da melhor forma. Foram inúmeras as reuniões, pensando quais seriam os melhores procedimentos, quais seriam as alterações necessárias para que os nossos alunos pudessem receber o melhor, enquanto estavam em casa, e no retorno encontrassem a escola dentro das normas exigidas. A vocês, alunos, a vocês, pais, a vocês, staff e professores, um abraço carinhoso. Um agradecimento especial à administração do estádio. O nosso obrigado por ter nos dado a oportunidade de realizar este evento. Obrigada a todos que trabalharam para a realização desta cerimônia e fiquem em segurança. Agora eu convido vocês para assistirem os melhores momentos da turma 2021.
Sometimes I just can't take it. Sometimes I just can't take it, and it isn't alright. I'm not gonna make it, and I think my shoes untied. I'm like a broken record. I'm like a broken record, and I'm not playing right. Just cynical, I kill me till you tell me on the heavenly phone. So hold tight, come on, come on. Don't let go. Hold tight, hold tight. It's alright, you said. I got my hands up, shaking just to let you know that you've got a higher power. Got me singing every second, dancing every hour. Oh yeah, you've got a higher power, and she really someone I wanna know. This boy is electric. This boy is electric, and you're sparkling like the universe connected. And I'm buzzing night after night after night. This joy is electric. This joy is electric, and you're circuiting through. I'm so happy that I'm alive. Happy I'm alive at the same time as you, 'cause you've got a higher power. Got me singing every second, dancing every hour. Oh yeah, you've got a higher power, and you're really someone I wanna know. You got, yeah, you got a high. You got, yeah, you got a high. Yeah, you got, yeah, you got a high. You got, oh, you got a high. You got, yeah, you got a high. Yeah, you've got, oh, you got a high. My hands up, shaking just to let you know now. You've got a higher power. You got me singing every second, dancing every hour. Oh yeah, you've got a higher power. You once in any lifetime. I'm going a million miles an hour. When for so long I've been down on my knees, then your love song set me over and over. For so long I've been down on my knees to your love song. Up shaking just to let you know now you've got a higher power. You got me singing every second, dancing every hour. Oh yeah, you've got a higher
Good afternoon, parents, friends, family, staff, graduating class of 2021. I want to start off by saying I'm honored and pleased to deliver this farewell speech. When you guys first asked me to speak at your graduation, y'all remember my reaction? I can't waste time. I can't take too long. I was only given 3 minutes for this. But I don't know how to express 5+ years of memories in only 120 seconds. I knew you would do that, Carlos. It's just that I wasted 60 seconds on the introduction. Anyways, after kindly accepting this challenge, I began to think what to write, what to say about such a unique and yet diverse class. I mean, I've known some of you for 9 years. I've known some of you for 5 hours during an AP test. Today, I stand before you as the personification of conflictedness. I find myself on this podium experiencing numerous warring emotions, and I am certain that many of you can empathize. Firstly, and perhaps most obviously, I am filled with a great sense of happiness, pride, and joy. You have finally made it. But I'm also a little scared. I'm scared of what comes next. I fear that when life throws its unknown elements and obstacles your way, I won't be there anymore. I will not be able to give you my shoulder to cry on or hold your hands during difficult times and hardship like I've done many times before. But after much reflection, I realized that's silly. There's absolutely nothing to fear. I've watched you learn and grow over the years. Even during your most turbulent moments in high school, you remained together and you've always had each other's backs. I have seen in you people qualities and attributes which make me believe with all my heart you will succeed regardless of the path you choose to take. The class of 2021 is charismatic, responsible, funny, resilient, right, Caro? Knowledgeable, caring, in essence, the true agents for our better future. Eleanor Roosevelt once said, "The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams." Y'all have goals. Y'all have dreams. Something that you really want. Now it's your turn to get out there and chase after those dreams. Show the whole world what you, class of 2021, are made out of. Go get them. Don't let anyone or anything stopping you from doing so. I want to wrap this up by leaving you guys with a little poem which I heard at my graduation. It was actually read to my class by a science teacher. Go figure, right? Science teachers, inspiring, making impact. You guys know how this goes. It's time to say goodbye. It's the end of the year. I think I have something in my eye. Nope, that's just a tear. I've watched you learn and grow and change from day to day. I hope you have come to know something to guide your way. I will treasure the happy memories as I send you out the door, hoping you have the expertise to handle what life holds in store. To the class of 2021, congratulations. I hope that you guys stay strong forever. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you, Mr. B. You did it. The Lifetime Hawk Award is a very special award. Only those who have been with EABH since the beginning of their educational career are deemed as Lifetime Hawks. Today, we have 3 Lifetime Hawk Award recipients. They are Pamela Oliveira. Pamela has been enrolled. You could come on up, Pamela. Pamela has been enrolled at EABH since January 19, 2009 as a first grade student. And I'm trying to look for your parents. Pamela, there they are. Thank you very much, Adriana and Marcos, for entrusting us with your daughter's education. Congratulations, Pamela. Apologies, there's a video that's dedicated for Pamela.
There's a world outside my door. I don't know it anymore. I'm gonna stay here now. I'm gonna stay here now. Close the curtains, cut the lights. March the darkness in my mind. It's gonna take me down. It's gonna take me down. All the roads I've been before, same mistakes, it always got me shaking. All the signs I once ignored in my denial, I didn't want to face them. I can see clearly now the rain has gone. I accept all the things that I cannot change. Gone are the
Congratulations, Pamela. Our second recipient of the Lifetime Hawk Award goes to Felipe Moreira. Come on up, Felipe. Felipe has been enrolled at EABH since November 25th, 2008. Do you remember your first day of school? As a kindergarten student, and now look at him. Thank you to Carla and Leonardo for entrusting us with your son's education. Thank you. Congratulations. And of course, we have Felipe's dedication video.
Here I am stuck on this couch, scrolling through my notes. Heart was broken, still not growing enough.
Waking up to headlines filled with devastation again. My heart is broken, but I keep going. Pain, but I won't let it turn into hate. No, I won't let it change me. Never losing sight of the one I keep inside. Now I know it, yeah, I know it. You can't take my youth away. Soul of mine will never break. As long as I wake up today. You can't take my youth away. You can't take my youth away. The soul of mine will never break. As long as I wake up today. You can't take my youth away. You can't take my youth away. It's hard to sleep at night, knowing what's outside, feeling hopeless. I need focus.
You hit me with words I never heard come out your mouth. To be honest, I don't want it, no.
Pain, but I won't let it turn into hate. No, I won't let it change me. You can't take my youth away. Soul of mine will never break. As long as I wake up today. You can't take my youth away. You can't take my youth away. The soul of mine will never break. As long as I wake up today. You can't take my youth away. You can't take my youth away. You can't take my youth away.
Pain, but I won't let it turn into hate. No, I won't let it change me.
Pain, but I won't let it turn into hate. No, I won't let it change me. You can't take my youth away. Soul of mine will never break. As long as I wake up today. You can't take my youth away. You can't take my youth away. Soul of mine will never break. As long as I wake up today. You can't take my youth away. You can't take my youth away. Soul of mine will never break. As long as I wake up today. You can't take my youth away. You can't take my youth away. Soul of mine will never.
Congratulations, Felipe. And our longest Lifetime Hawk member is Sofia Pedrosa. Come on up, Sofia. Sofia was at EABH longer than I have. So you received me when I came to school. Sofia was enrolled at EABH since January 20th, 2006 as a pre-K student. Congratulations. Thank you, Dani and Fernando, for entrusting us with Sophia's education. Congratulations. And we have a very special dedication video for Sophia.
Hope when you take that jump, you don't feel the fall. Hope when the water rises, you build a wall. Hope when the crowd screams out, you're screaming your name. Hope if everybody runs, you choose to stay. Hope that you fall in love and it hurts so bad. Hey, the only way you can know, you give it all you had. And I hope that you don't suffer, but take the pain. Hope when the moment comes, you'll say, I swear I lived. Hope that you spend your days, but they all add up. And when that sun goes down, hope you raise your cup. Oh, I wish that I could witness all your joy and all your pain. But until my moment comes, I'll say I did it all. I did it all. I owned every second that this world could give. I saw so many places, the things that I did. With every broken bone, I swear I lived.
Don't cry, Sophia. All right, now I would like to call up to the stage Mr. Tulio Rezende.
Não ia ser fácil, né? Boa tarde. Boa tarde, prezadas famílias, prezados amigos, funcionários, diretores, lideranças da EABH. E boa tarde, meus muito queridos formandos. Para mim, vai ser um desafio novo ser professor e não ser mais o professor de vocês. Triste, porque quando eu tiver uma ideia legal para alguma pensar em vocês, mas a aula não vai ser para vocês. Isso é um pouco triste para mim. Eu não tenho certeza também se o meu senso de humor esquisito vai funcionar tão bem com um grupo de alunos como funcionou com vocês. E eu queria ter parado um pouco o tempo, eu penso isso de vez em quando, nesses momentos meio bestas que a gente teve, sabe? Que a gente ria, eu ficava empolgado com algumas histórias. Às vezes, quando eu tinha até que mediar a delicadeza de algum debate mais difícil, porque eles sempre surgem, né? E vocês me ensinaram a ser, nesses momentos, um professor que eu sou, assim. Vocês me ensinaram a ser eu mesmo, e eu preciso agradecer a vocês por isso. Eu vou ficar mais uma vez nessa condição de professor com o consolo de um mestrezinho, o mestre Yoda, que ele fala uma vez, falou em um certo filme, que nós, professores, somos o resultado que vocês, alunos, tiverem. Então, por causa disso, quando eu olho para vocês, eu gosto um pouco mais de mim. Eu também estou triste porque, convenhamos, eu imaginei uma despedida muito diferente dessa. Bem, eu não imaginei o Mineirão. Eu imaginei nosso último ano juntos, uma coisa mais ou menos à altura do que foram todos os outros momentos muito bons que a gente teve. Eu esperei abraços, eu esperei almoços juntos, piadas internas. Tudo bem que eu também me imaginei um pouco mais com a academia, um pouco mais, talvez, com alguma ganhando na Mega Sena, depois de tantas vezes jogar. Mas é a vida, né? Vocês sabem como é que é. Desculpa, Carlos, por essa parte, eu sei que você... Pois bem, agora eu vou tomar emprestado uma anedota de um discurso de formatura que já é bastante famoso. Eu vou tomar essa anedota emprestada porque eu acho que convém. É o seguinte, certa feita, estavam esses dois peixinhos nadando, e aí eles cruzaram caminho com um peixe mais velho, e esse peixe perguntou: como é que está a água, meninos? Aí os peixinhos nadaram um pouco mais, foram um pouco adiante. Quando passaram um pouco, eles olharam para o outro e falaram: que diabos é água? O resto do discurso, desse discurso, é muito bonito esse discurso, aliás. Ele fala sobre essa consciência a respeito da vida, metaforizada na água. Mas uma coisa aparentemente besta, de que o discurso não fala, que é, afinal de contas, como é que estava a água mesmo naquele dia? Eu sei que meu papel aqui, né, como professor, talvez seja reproduzir essa sabedoria de que é preciso estar atento e forte, ciente do que somos, do que é a vida. E eu, do fundo do meu coração, com todo o amor de educador e amigo, eu desejo isso para vocês. Mas eu preciso levar a sério essa pergunta. Como é que estava a água? Veja bem, nós não sabemos se essa era uma água doce ou salgada, turbulenta ou calma, escura ou clara. E voltando para a nossa vida, no paralelo, quando a gente contar essa história aqui, a gente vai contar que teve distanciamento social. A gente vai ignorar esse detalhe tão importante que definiu esse ano e meio de alguma coisa que estamos aqui nessa situação. Mas vamos lá, né? Onde que, afinal de contas, eu estou querendo chegar com esse papo? Ora, voltemos à pergunta dos peixes, que essa, no final das contas, é a mais importante. O que é água? Ela deixaria de ser água se por um acaso ela fosse suja, turbulenta ou salgada? E nós sabemos que não. Hoje, nós temos certeza de que não. A vida não deixa de ser vida em meio aos percalços. Nem é mais vida porque a gente está navegando em mares mais calmos. E a vida é tudo que a gente tem que celebrar. A vida é imperativa. O que fica para trás é narração. Eu espero que a essa altura vocês já saibam o poder de uma boa história. O que fica para frente é desejo. Mas a vida é eminente. E finalmente eu chego na parte boa do que eu tenho a dizer, meus benzes, meus amigos. Primeiro, obrigado por viverem. Epa! Obrigado por terem feito parte da minha vida e por me deixarem fazer parte da de vocês. Muito obrigado. Em segundo lugar, não subestimem o viver. Isto é água. É assim que o outro discurso que eu falei termina. Haverá águas claras e haverá águas turvas. E todas serão água. É importante que vocês se lembrem disso com a sabedoria de uma certa amiga minha que eu tenho e fala que, é a vida, né? Sem dó nenhuma, sem resignação, mas com paciência de quem entende que é absolutamente necessário viver. E, por fim, amar. Eu amo vocês. Vão em paz, pessoal.
In its 10th year of induction, the Heart of a Hawk is a prestigious recognition awarded to only one senior who excels in all fronts of school life. It was created to recognize that special student who is always respectful and diligently works hard to achieve all of the expectations our school sets forth for its student body, and demonstrates with this effort, achievement, and perseverance. The recipient of this award embodies the values of the school with SAGE qualities, S-A-A-G-E. These are the pillars, and the recipient demonstrates these qualities the following manner. S, scholarship, by excelling in academics. A, artistic or athletic talent, uses it to represent the school in a positive manner. G, global citizenship, models respect and international mindedness through service. And E, enrollment, during his or her high school career at EABH, has demonstrated positive leadership. And the recipient of the Heart of a Hawk is It was very hard to choose. The committee had a very hard time. The recipient is Esther Ferreira.
Buddy, you're a boy, make a big noise, playing in the street, gonna be a big man someday. You got mud on your face, you big disgrace, kicking your can all over the place, singing, we will rock you.
Congratulations, Esther. Now, the most exciting part of our ceremony are the student speeches. So I would like to call up Stephanie Vasconcelos and Enrique Vieira.
I would like to start off by apologizing to any Kanye West fans out in the audience today, and I will let you finish, but I have to quote Taylor Swift today. Guys, I had the time of my life fighting dragons with all of you, and long live all the walls we crashed through, all the mountains we moved, all the magic we made. We will be remembered. After all, what other class had a student, and Juan, I'm looking at you, who got his head stuck in the kids' playground fence twice? Or another student, and Henrique, I'm putting you on the spot again, who decided it would be a good idea to climb a tree, sing Anaconda by Nicki Minaj, and then had to ask Miss Ruth for help to get down. We had our rough patches, but I think we're leaving, at the very least, an unforgettable legacy behind. And it is my utmost pleasure and honor to talk a little bit about all of my fellow classmates today. So thank you, students, parents, staff, family members, and other distinguished guests for attending today. Victoria, it is only fair I start with you. Although I am the self-proclaimed queen of the class, you are the elected and legitimate supreme leader, regardless of what Shurkas might say. Thank you for time and time again making the impossible happen. And by this, I mean thank you for getting us extensions we never thought we would get. And shout out to Miss Tainá for giving them. You are amazing and so incredibly supportive. We all have so much to thank you for. So, can you believe we made it? Contrary to what we thought, pre-calc did not slow us down. I can't wait to see you lead the ABH marketing team after Roberta retires. And I never thought I'd say this, but Carlos, you're absolutely right. So, you are so cute. Thank you for your kindness and for being the literal embodiment of the Ivy Learner profile carrying. So, Estherzinha, our very own, soon-to-be BBB participant and winner. So get your autographs and pictures while you still can, folks. I can't wait to see what life holds for you. Thank you for being our living urban dictionary, and congratulations on not only graduating, but being the best bass cheerleader this school has ever seen. And remember to always be a little bit rowdy. As for our other soon-to-be celebrity, Guilherme, or rather, should I say, GDSIC, I have already gotten my autograph, and it will be available on purchase on eBay for a third amount of money in a couple of years. Guilherme, keep chasing your dreams, and I can't wait to see you playing huge festivals and winning countless Grammys. Pamela, our very own horse girl, your honesty and dedication is refreshing. Don't ever lose that. Remember, the world is your oyster, and Pumps, if you got through AP US History, you can get through anything. Please let me know when you figure out if the number to call the police in Belo Horizonte is 190 or 190. Henricão da Brasa, your empathy for others is always something I have tried to replicate. You are selfless and always ready to help a friend in need. You're one of the coolest people I know, and out of everyone here, your legacy is undoubtedly the largest, because one thing is for certain, at least Mr. Jason and the school administration won't forget you. But all jokes aside, you have grown tremendously these last few years, both physically and in maturity. Juan Direction, Rei do Truco, Rubinho. You are, how can I say, sunshine. You lighten our moods with your jokes and inspire us with your faith. You are unstoppable. Remember that. I apologize, my speech isn't as good as yours, but no one can beat the master. And you are undoubtedly the most fashionable out of all of us, our signed model. We can't wait to see you on the cover of Vogue. Kaká, isn't it ironic you were voted most likely to stay the same, but at the same time, you were the one who went through the most notable and positive of changes. I'm so sorry you did not get the pizza you deserved, and we all secretly knew you deserved it for legal reasons. That's a joke. And I am happy you finally learned how to ride a horse. I'm sure if you and Pamela competed, you would win. Please never forget us, especially when you're in Forbes' 30 Under 30, and give us all high-paying jobs with very little work. Juana, there is no way you have only been a part of this class for a year. Perhaps because you quickly became such a crucial part of it, it feels like we have known you for much longer. But regardless, I'm so happy you joined us. This year would have not been the same without your Christmas pajamas and interpretive dance battles. You are destinada a brillar. And you are literally the closest to perfection there is on earth. It is astounding how someone can be as kind and as intelligent as you. I can't think of a single flaw you possess, and I am secretly convinced you're out of this world. You are the best math tutor this class has ever had, and without you, I am certain many of us would be graduating with the class of 2022 or even 2023. Please remember to mention us in your Nobel Peace Prize speech. Nelena, you are a walking database of memes, always ready to make amazing references, and an incredible artist. For those of you who still don't follow her on Instagram, it's Nelena Verse. Go like her posts. She deserves the clout. I think I speak for everyone when I say how proud I am of how far you've come and how much you've grown. You have made our days more colorful. Toquinho! Thank you for blessing us with your divine presence and for being our designated Mario Kart teacher, Nintendo Switch borrower, and our connoisseur of all things superhero. I'm so sad you couldn't attend the farm weekend, but I'm so happy you sent Alice instead. Godspeed, my friend. And we can't talk about Arthur and not mention his benevolent alibi, Felpudinho. I have yet to meet a person as patient as you, Felipe. And Lord knows we try to annoy you, something we never succeeded in. We also appreciate you always laughing at everyone's jokes, even when they aren't funny. And you have a gift for making people feel good about themselves. Don't ever lose that. Lucas, 10 gold stars for you. Personally, I thought your dog should be here with us today. I think this diploma is as much Shelby's as it is yours. Also, I still don't know where New Caledonia is, but I'm so happy you moved from there to here because you're such an incredible friend to us all. Thank you. Carolzão Muralha no Mineirão, Marina Myers. Thank you for being so unabashedly yourself. Your countless different phases and personalities have been something we have loved to keep up with. We can't wait to see who you will become next. You also brought us together like no one else during your wheelchair days, and I think that was real teamwork. And also, let's just never forget her days as Duco reporters, best boards the school has ever seen. Caetanites, you are the biggest nerd to have ever walked this earth, and for the first time, I mean it as a compliment. I'm certain the teachers will miss you a lot, teacher's pet. But all jokes aside, thank you for your compassion and for your friendship. Your intelligence is admirable. Congratulations on being the first MVP in soccer who never played an in-person match. Mo Buckets. I'm so glad you're here, for starters. Having you come back to our class was the best thing that could have ever happened. We have you to thank for teaching us all about zodiac signs. And although I still don't understand what it means, yes, you're such a Cancer. No, an Aries, I'm the Cancer. Oops. Pedro and Bia, we only really met you guys this weekend, but it's safe to say we're all glad we did. Pedro, I did not expect you to be that tall, dude. I was wearing platforms and I didn't even get to your shoulder. You will undoubtedly be remembered for your amazing comments during AP Literature and AP Comparative Government class. And of course, for your WhatsApp bio, I shall not repeat. As for Bia, your knowledge of random facts awes me. How can someone know so much about so many things? You are stronger than you think. Always remember that. And last, but definitely not least, I couldn't write a speech about the graduating class of 2021 and not mention our dear Deivete. After all, this graduation is as much yours as it is ours. You are literally the reason why we're here, and you believed in us even when we didn't believe in ourselves. And you became so much more than an advisor. You are a friend and a father figure. From the bottom of my heart, and I am sure I speak for everyone here, thank you. And thank you also for not taking us camping. That would have been terrifying. In sum, thank you, class of 2021, for so many memorable moments. It seems time has finally caught up to us. 4 years ago, graduation seemed light years away. But in reality, time went by so fast. And I'm still not sure what a life without all of you looks like. I can't wait to see what the future holds for us all, though. You're all capable of greatness. Now go out, see the world, make it a better place, and know if you ever need anything, I am always more than willing to help. We are forever strong. Oh, and now I'm going to call the Portuguese speaker, the amazing Henricão da Braça.
Hey, feeling good, like I should. When in dark, I walk around the neighborhood. Feeling blessed, never stressed. Got that sunshine on my Sunday best.
Eu sou baixinho, né, gente? Calma. Aí. Boa tarde, estimados pais, colegas, professores e amigos no geral. Todos que não me conhecem, me chamo Henrique Vieira, estou na ABH há 8 anos, considero-me da velha guarda, junto com a Sofia, com o Carlos, com a Pamela, a Ana Helena. Primeiramente, gostaria de agradecer a meus colegas pela oportunidade inigualável que eles me concederam, depositaram em mim suas vozes de confiança para eu estar realizando esse discurso tão valioso perante a nossa trajetória. Segundamente, gostaria de agradecer também ao esforço coletivo da sala, mas também o time da ABH, que nos proporcionou esse momento tão glorioso, com grande compreensão e carinho. Ele é o que interessa da continuação do discurso. É meio difícil, né, porque eu tenho 5 minutos, mas acho que dá tempo. O cunho primordial de nossa sala, igual a Tininha disse, é a resiliência. Não somente em tempos de pandemia, mas também em nossa trajetória. Durante o confinamento mandatório, demonstramos espírito coletivo, aguerrido. Com toda a certeza do mundo, combatemos o bom combate. Fechamos esse ciclo com chave de ouro, com integridade e com honra. Nossa força de vontade ímpar nos proporcionou momentos inesquecíveis. Saímos do estado de turma baderneira, denominado os terrores dos professores, né? A gente era um capetinho, para uma turma amada por todos e saudada sempre por nossas características únicas. A vigente pandemia do coronavírus inseriu nossa resiliência em, infelizmente, situação de saia justa. Demos nossa cara a tapa. Apesar da distância esmagadora, mantivemos a união, o carinho, a resiliência, o amor e, o mais importante, o espírito aguerrido. Afinal, somos Mighty Rocks. Infelizmente, não experimentamos presencialmente a sensação de ser seniors, no ambiente escolar, unidos por carne e osso, trocando risadas, afetos, momentos e diálogos. Em nosso último ano escolar, nós experienciamos presencialmente os rolinhos de canela cozinhados mensalmente pelo Mr. Dave, os cookies cozinhados anteriormente às provas, as filosofadas diárias com o Mr. Túlio, as histórias hilárias do Mr. B, né, a Cló, entre diversas outras. Apesar dos pesares, seguimos em frente, sempre motivado pelo lema de nosso orientador, Mr. Dave, Forever Strong, em português, sempre fortes ou fortes para sempre. Nosso destemor nos proporcionou um ano, de qualquer maneira, pleno. Demonstramos que somos sempre fortes. Em termos futebolísticos, né? Logicamente, a gente está no Mineirão, honramos a camisa. A condição melancólica em que fomos inseridos não foi obstáculo para demonstrar união. Mantivemos a expressão sorridente em nossos rostos, a felicidade, a cordialidade, cooperação e garra para seguir em frente. Às vezes estávamos abatidos, porém sempre presentes e aguerridos. Em decorrência deste evento exclusivo, decidi compor um soneto super simples, porque eu não sou nenhum Carlos Drummond de Andrade, não sou nenhum artista, mas eu gostaria de compartilhar com vocês. O nome é Soneto da Dúvida e Despedida. Deparo-me em imutável ponderação infernal. Enfim, o que é família sem união carnal? Taciturnas estão as emoções decorrentes. Seria este o epílogo de ciclos comoventes? Hei de ser uma metamorfose ambulante. Porém, perduraria este ser pensante e oscilante? Apesar da dubiedade, é um cuidar que ganha sem perder. Afinal, a união, o amor, os laços ardem sem se ver. Trancado está este ciclo com chave de ouro. Não enganem-se, o laço familiar é duradouro. Perante a jornada da vida, somos apenas um calouro. Hei de esperar ansiosamente o que me espera esta nova ordem. Hei de permitir que dúvidas me acovardem ou que covardia se vá. Ao novo ciclo, saravá. Retratar o que constitui nosso laço familiar é demasiadamente complexo quando se tem pouco tempo. Tamanhas memórias, momentos, risadas, etc. Nem tudo são flores, afinal. Famílias brigam, discutem, às vezes se separam, porém, ao anoitecer do dia, estão unidos por um laço inefável que nunca se dissolve. Sem dúvidas, esta foi uma jornada turbulenta, cheia de incertezas, cheia de crises, momentos conflituosos, questionamento, porém nunca abandonamos um ao outro. A relação fraternal entre nós, alunos, e paternal entre nós, Mr. Dave, Mr. Túlio e Mr. B, nos inseriu em constante aprimoramento. Crescemos como indivíduos e, mais importante, como família. O encerramento deste ciclo não simboliza o fim de uma jornada familiar, e sim só o começo. Mais do que nunca, nosso laço familiar terá de robustecer. Novos obstáculos virão, porém, estaremos sempre fortes, como o Mr. Dave nos instruiu. Proponho aqui um convite, que mantenhamos o laço familiar que possuímos, que tratemos um ao outro como irmãos, que mantenhamos o amor. O porquê do amor de família não se explica, não há como verbalizar. Amor de família é como paixão de futebol, inexplicável. Não há como dizer, apenas demonstrar. Sendo assim, eu gosto muito de poesia, então gostaria de encerrar o discurso com outra poesia, que não apenas aceita a complexidade do amor, como também acentua sua dificuldade. Este poema é As 100 Razões do Amor, de Carlos Drummond de Andrade. A Tininha, o Mr. Túlio e alguns de vocês com certeza devem conhecer ele, porque ele é muito famoso. Eu te amo porque te amo. Não precisa ser amante, e nem sempre sabe sê-lo. Eu te amo porque te amo. Amor é estado de graça, e com amor não se paga. Amor é dado de graça, é semeado no vento, na cachoeira, no eclipse. Amor foge a dicionários e a regulamentos vários. Eu te amo porque não amo bastante ou demais a mim. Porque amor não se troca, não se conjuga nem se ama. Porque amor é amor a nada, feliz e forte em si mesmo. Amor é primo da morte, e da morte vencedor. Por mais que o matem e matam a cada instante de amor. Muito obrigado a todos, família.
Memories of everything we've been through. Toast to the ones here today. Toast to the ones that we lost on the way. Cause the drinks bring back all the memories. And the memories bring back your. There's a time that I remember when I did not know no pain. When I believed in forever and everything would stay the same. Now my heart feel like December when somebody say your name. Cause I can't reach out to call you, but I know I will one day. Yeah. Everybody hurts sometimes.
It's the first time ever the mic's been the right height. Come on. All right. As most people here know, I've been lucky to spend almost every day for the past 6 years with this class. So I have a 3-part speech that I think many people in class will recognize, the themes from. Part 1, memories are sweet, cherish them. 6 years ago, I arrived in Beaga, full of excitement and curiosity for my new home, new job, and hoping to make new friends. My first week at EBH, I was immediately welcomed and could not have been happier spending time with my fellow teachers. As we talked, one day, they asked what classes I'd be teaching and if I had an advisory. I replied that yes, I was the 7th grade advisor, and they went silent. Then, a few words of warning. Good luck with them. They can be a handful. That class is wild. The typical reaction from everyone. But you know what? After spending time with those 7th graders, I realized something else. I realized my colleagues were wrong. I realized they had not warned me enough at all about what I was getting into. The 7th graders were out of control. Stephanie spending all class shouting the latest crazy idea she heard. Pamela ready to go to war if she got a question wrong. The whole class's amazing ability to not listen to a single word that I said. And Wednesdays, the day started with 7th grade advisory. Then went to math lab, where we were supposed to silently practice math. It was never silent. And then finished the day with an hour and a half of science in the math room. I'd finish the day, and it would take an hour to catch my breath and my voice to recover. This part of my life's beginning was not the highlight I wrote home about. And while work was progressing, I spent my time exploring and telling the U.S. about my life full of resenhas, copos sujos, and of course, Carnival. However, as time went by, the subject of my conversations changed. Graduates, these last 4 years, I don't talk with my friends about trips through Brazil or new foods discovered. Because the most important thing to share with them, the happiest part of my day, and the most important moments of my life are the ones spent with you all. All of my friends in the US have heard the stories about Ana Elena giving the bravest personal project ever, and then showing just how she's an amazing singer as artist, Inhiki challenging himself and running for officer of GIN, Artur persisting and getting into NHS, Pamela conquering her fears and getting to the top of the rock climbing wall, Carol building a kahino in one night and marching into class 2 days after Praça do Papa to break her board, Phelps always being a shoulder to lean on, Guy coming into school, winning 3rd place at ISL and realized how much it meant to everyone, Caetano always helping people in pre-calc and dancing the night away, Stephanie being a Porto Seguro for everyone, Ani rocking guitar and helping everyone in their classes, Vic scaling that rock wall until her fingers literally cramped up and kept going and leading our class the past 2 years, Carlos building and managing the International Global GIN Ambassadors, Sophia giving the whole class personal water bottles after personal project, Esther stepping up to lead an entire MUN conference after a student had suddenly dropped out, Juan's ability to make us laugh, Lucas's appreciation for cooking, Mo pushing his potential this year, getting all A's and a full scholarship, Juan spending 2 days in 9th grade writing each classmate a paragraph of appreciation, and of course his toast-giving skills, Bia's curiosity, Pedro's warmth, and now desire to be a horseman. Guys, you are my most treasured memories, leaving Brazil. I've told you all that when we feel the most pain, it's because, things have meant the most to us. And each and every one of you are the most important thing in my life. And the thought of not being able to see y'all every day is a pain I've never felt before. So while we have had countless memories together, right now I want all of you to appreciate this moment and remember it as another one in a wonderful collection. Because the reality is, this might be the last time that we are all together. So let us cherish this moment. Take some time now, look around, see your friends, your family, who have helped you, be a part of this journey. Part 2, we may suffer many defeats, but we must never be defeated. I've talked to y'all this year about my ultimate hope for each of you, that each of you lives a life full of happiness, takes pride in who you are as a person, and having the resiliency to withstand dark or uncertain moments. We've all felt the ache of defeat at some point, and we all know we will fail again in the future. Seeing you at your lowest has literally kept me up at night. In fact, there's never been a group that has messed with my sleep quite like you all. So many nights I've never been able to sleep, pained after seeing you suffer a loss, worried knowing you're fighting with a friend, concerned when you face disappointments, and at times, upset behavior that is not becoming of you. However, familia, you've kept me up at night because I've been so full of joy and excitement, bursting with happiness that you reached a goal, knowing you accomplished a feat you had doubts of, and seeing you take a risk and go outside of your comfort zone. Literally in bed, smiling ear to ear, punching my fist in the air, replaying your accomplishments. Those nights, sleep doesn't matter. You've surpassed your obstacles and celebrated milestones because of each other. You've grown from learning from those around you. Whether you are aware of it or not, you have influenced and been influenced by everyone in this class. However, think back to look through the years. There are not simply 20 people in the class of 2021. 40 other people are an intrinsic part of our lives and a part of who you are now. Think of everyone who has touched you and left a mark through the years. Amanda, Argi, Stephanie Steen, Artur Gonzalez, Sal, Tostis, Isa, Tiago, Tom, Carol, sorry for your loss, Isaac, Isabella, Gilberto, we don't need to say it, Dado, Dodo, Gabriel, Maurice, James, Ariana, Quintão, Canon. They are all part of the class of 2021. And just as yourselves will go separate ways, we will always be together because of our bond. And always remember, you will never be defeated because you possess the best qualities of the other 40 people who you have shared your life with. 40 people who have helped shape the incredible, amazing, and unforgettable young adults who stand here, ready to embrace and truly live the next phase of your lives. Part 3 and the final part, forever strong. There is a ritual everyone here in attendance, as well as some teachers, have participated. A rite of passage in the class. We have a board that symbolizes our fears and doubts in life, as well as what we are thankful for and gives us strength. And I thought it'd be best, no better fit as we go into our next phase of life, to have a board represent this class, and as we break it and travel to different parts of the world, it seems fitting to commemorate your high school journey with one final board that shares your collective thoughts. For the fears and uncertainties you wrote for next year, being away from family, afraid of not actualizing your potential, letting down those around you, finding your path, staying true to yourself, being happy and making the right decisions. The other side is what you said you were grateful for, during your time here, how you've grown, how you found supportive and lifelong friendships, staying true to your values, having strong bonds, being able to help others, being open to change, and learning to work hard. So we symbolize this breaking as the end of this chapter, but never doubt and never forget the strength that each of you possess. Thank you for filling my life with more happiness than I ever thought possible. You are truly my children, and my love for each of you is endless. Now, as the class representatives who are elected to speak, they're going to come up and break the board. So Anhiki, Stephanie, can you all come up?
Sometimes a shadow wins. But I wonder what would happen if you say what you want to say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I want to see you be brave. What you want to say, the words fall out. Honestly, I want to see you be brave. Just want to see you.
Class of 2021, my family, my children, let's say it with pride, one last time, all together. I'll wait for Anhiki to get to his seat. Yes. Forever! 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 I love you all so much.
Just wanna see you. Just wanna see you. I wanna see you be brave. Everybody's been there. Everybody's been stared down by
the short one. So who gets the souvenir? Ooh. Wow. Thank you all for being so patient. I know it's really hard to sit so long and listen to so many messages, but this is us trying to cram all this time that we've had together and try to tell you how special you are and how much we love you. But before we move on to the final stage of the presentation of diplomas, we have prepared a special surprise video. And of course, we are at Minadong, so I believe this video is very appropriate for this time.
Boa tarde a todos da classe 2021, aqui é o Maxwell, passando para parabenizar a todos por essa conquista, momento único. Vocês estão no palco de muitas conquistas, de muitos títulos, de pessoas que passaram, vencedoras, e hoje vocês estão aí celebrando, comemorando uma data especial, um título na vida de vocês, o começo de uma nova etapa, né? A gente sabe o quanto foi difícil durante esse período de pandemia, onde afetou a nossa rotina de trabalho, de estudos, e vocês têm passado por grandes desafios, por grandes batalhas, mas mais uma vez aqui conquistando de uma forma única e dando uma oportunidade de vocês continuarem no progresso de vocês. Eu queria desejar muito sucesso, muita alegria, que vocês possam curtir esse dia de hoje, celebrar, porque vocês merecem, com as pessoas que foram em volta, os responsáveis, os pais e as famílias. Aqui vai todo os meus parabéns, o meu apoio e desejando o melhor nessa nova caminhada de vocês. Forte abraço, tudo de bom, curtem, aproveitem. Tchau, tchau.
Uma turma de formandos da Escola Americana de Belo Horizonte. Aqui é o goleiro Everson, goleiro do Galo. Estou passando aqui para desejar a vocês muito sucesso nessa nova jornada.
Fala galera da turma 2021 da Escola Americana de Belo Horizonte. Que orgulho poder estar aqui hoje com vocês neste dia tão especial. Parabéns pela conquista.
Complimenti a tutta la classe 2021. Vi mando un grandissimo abbraccio.
Congratulations, the class of 2021. I wish you all the best and all the happiness in life.
Yep, Mike. Thanks, Gustav. The time has come now, the moment you've all been waiting for and working so hard for, the presentation of the American and Brazilian diplomas. I would like our EABH Vice President of the Board to come up, Mr. Bruno Paiva, and to also join me, Ms. Ernestina Silva, our Brazilian Program Director, to please come up to the stage.
Boa tarde a todos. É uma alegria e uma honra muito grande poder estar aqui hoje participando em nome do Conselho da formatura de vocês. Eu sempre ouvi falar que a turma de vocês era uma turma especial. Eu sou marido da Flor e ela sempre falou muito bem dessa turma para mim. Quando a Catarina nos mostrou o resultado que vocês atingiram aí nas applications, tenho que falar que eu fiquei orgulhoso. Foram quase 3 milhões de dólares em bolsas. Já é difícil passar nos Estados Unidos, com bolsa ainda é muito mais difícil, mas vocês conseguiram e vocês podem ter certeza, isso nos dá um gás para poder trabalhar mais pela escola. Tenho certeza que os professores também ficaram muito orgulhosos de vocês e tenho certeza que os pais que estão aqui, todos devem estar aí morrendo de orgulho de vocês também. Parabéns a todos. Então vamos começar a entrega dos diplomas. Ana Helena Castro. Ana Marlite.
I never thought that it'd be so simple, but I found a way, And I always thought that it'd be too crazy, but I found a way,
Arthur Castro. Beatriz Fortes. Caetano Schecker.
Yeah, I know it ain't pretty when two hearts get broke.
I hope someday we'll sit down together and laugh with each other about these days. All our troubles we'll lay to rest and we wish we could come back to these days.
Carlos Eduardo Pinto.
You big disgrace, kicking your can all over the place, singing, we will rock you. We will rock you.
Carolina Maia.
For me, that I call my own. Through the dark, through the door, through where no one's been before, but it feels like home. They can say
Esther Ferreira.
Vai segurando, moleque. E aí, Neymar? O técnico sampo é nóis. E ó como que eu vou, hein? No flow. Por onde a gente passa é show, fechou. E olha onde a gente chegou. Eu sou país do futebol, ligou. A técnico sampo, tocou Neymar, é gol. Ô minha pátria amada, idolatra, não salve
Felipe Moreira.
No such thing
No such thing as a life that's better than yours. No such thing as a life that's better than yours. Love yours. No such thing as a life that's better than yours. No such thing, no such thing. Heart beating fast, letting you know that he alive. Fake niggas, mad snakes in the grass, letting you know that he arrived. Don't be sleeping on your level, cause it's beauty in the struggle.
Guilherme Dias.
Vivemos esperando dias melhores, dias de paz, dias a mais, dias que não deixaremos para trás.
Henrique Vieira.
I gotta testify, come up in the spot looking extra fly. For the day I die, I'ma touch the sky. Gotta testify, come up in the spot looking extra fly. For the day I die, I'ma touch the sky. Back when they thought pink polos would hurt the ride before Cam got
Juan Magalhães. Juana Menino.
So many dreams, so many plans. I always knew after all these years there'd be laughter, there'd be tears, but never thought I'd walk away with so much joy, but so much pain, and it's so hard to.
Lucas Leal.
I believe I've waited long enough. Where do I begin? Learning to talk again.
Mohamed Alkawaj. Espero que eu tenha pronunciado certo.
Lonely ghosts come a crawling. Lonely voices talking to me. Now I'm gone, now I'm gone, now I'm gone. And my mother told me, son, let it be. Sold my soul.
Pamela Oliveira. Pedro Henrique Mitkovic. Sofia Pedrosa. Stephanie Vasconcelos. Victoria Brum.
second chance you'll never get. And yeah, I know how bad it must hurt to see me like this, but it gets worse. Now payback is a bad chick, and baby, I'm the baddest. Stop playing with a savage. Can't have this, can't have this. And it'd be nice of me to take it easy on ya, but nah. Baby, I'm sorry, I'm not sorry. Baby, I'm sorry, I'm not sorry. Being so bad got me feeling so good. Showing you up like I know that I would. Baby, I'm sorry, I'm not sorry. Baby, I'm sorry.
Thank you, Mr. Bruno. Dear graduating class of 2021, you have officially been conferred your high school diploma from the American School of Belo Horizonte. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the graduates of the class of 2021. Congratulations. Woo!
Don't you worry, child. She has got a plan for you. Don't you worry now.
The sun hits like a bullet.